and good evening. Thank you for tuning into my talk show, Late Night American History. I want to thank you all for coming tonight, and I'm so excited to introduce our guest. This is his first time on my show. Please welcome the delegate from Delaware, the principal writer of the Articles of Confederation, my friend, and one of our founding fathers, John Dickinson. How are you? Thank you so much for coming tonight. We are also happy you could be here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, Lexi. You know, I'm just a little tired from my long trip from Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, thank you for making the trip. As we know, it's your first time here. How are you feeling?
I'm really excited and honored. I'm looking forward to talking about some of my writing.
Well, they don't call you the penman of the revolution for nothing.
My. Oh.
So, you got that title from writing the letters from a farmer in Pennsylvania. Those 12 letters were widely read and reprinted throughout the colonies. It gave you your start of fame. How did you feel about that?
Oh, well, sorry about that. During that time, it was really important for me to unite the colonists against the terrible township acts.
That gave you your fame and eventually led you to your big writing piece, which we're here to talk about today, the Articles of Confederation.
Oh, yes. The very document that gave the United States its name. Also, I don't want to take all the credit because I was assisted by a committee who helped me write the first draft of the 1776-1777 Articles of Confederation.
And as we all know, it was an agreement among the 13 original states and served as our first constitution. What guided you in this direction to write such an important document?
Oh, well, we all knew, the committee, that we had to preserve the independence and the sovereignty of the states. The central government that was established only received the powers that the colonists had seen the king and the parliament had.
Well, I see you. Now, looking back, what were you most proud of?
Well, my favorite part about the Articles of Confederation is how they encouraged cooperation among the states. Another huge strength was the ability to print new money.
Yes, and I also thought that you giving Congress the power to deal with foreign affairs, authority to declare war, make peace, alliance, and sign treaties was a great idea. Genius.
Oh, you're too much. Now, we didn't know when we sent it in to be ratified on November 15, 1777, if it was going to go through. Although on March 1st, 1781, it ended up coming out ratified by all 13 colonies. A moment I will never forget.
Well, now that we've been over the positive aspects, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The at least 14 weaknesses in the Articles of Confederation. One big one was how each state sent no less than 2 and no more than 7 delegates to Congress, but each state gets 1 vote regardless of its size.
Well, of course, when you're going to first try around the government, there are going to be some weaknesses.
Yes, I agree.
Now, every government in the world has some weaknesses, one way or another, but the important thing is that governments can change with time, which was basically impossible for the Articles of Confederation because they were extremely difficult to amend.
Yes, and which really hurt us at the time was the inability to pay off the debt from war. It made you appear like less than a nation in the eyes of the world.
That was tough. That was a tough time to go through. Regardless of weaknesses, I'm proud of the document for laying the groundwork for the Constitution, which was officially signed in 1787 on September 17th.
Well said, John. Well said. Well, that looks like that's all the time we have. Thank you again so much for joining us today and telling us a little bit about your story and experience.
Well, thank you, Lexi, and thank you, everybody, for having me. I'm really excited.
Of course.
I'm really excited.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you all.